So it's July, and we've entered round 2 of 2020, and like most good movies, when you're watching a sport match, the first round, the good guy always gets knocked hard. And it's the second round where we see that phenomenal comeback. And I think that applies to business owners as well. Not just business owners, employees, people that are in a position of influence, in a position of leadership. I think this applies to you as well. So it's early in July. We have an opportunity to reset the second half of this year like we were supposed to at the beginning of Jan, but obviously no one foresaw this global shutdown, this global pandemic that is now upon us. So I was in church about 2 weeks ago when it just opened, and there was one of the pastors that ministered, and this word really gripped me, and I think it sat with me for the past 2 weeks. And one of the things this pastor said is, just before Jesus ascended to heaven after the atonement, and he told Peter and the other disciples that I have to leave, but the Holy Spirit will be here, but until then you have to go into your upper room and wait. And obviously there was nerves, there was fear, there was anxiety, there was a lot of uncertainty, that they didn't know what the future held, or the future held without their leader, without their mentor. And what Jesus basically instructed Peter to do was go into a state of isolation, go into lockdown. And the Peter that came out after that lockdown was very different to the Peter that went in. Because the Peter that went in was still filled with anxiety, was still filled with fear, was still filled with uncertainty. But the Peter that came out ministered at Pentecost to 3,000 people. Now 3,000 people today, 2020, is a lot. Now you can only imagine the astronomical effect it had back then. So the point I'm making is you are about to enter the second round of 2020. This is an opportunity for you to literally go far further than you did in the first round. This is your comeback. This is an opportunity for you to show everyone that in the state of lockdown, in the state of isolation, I'm making a concerted decision to really do some introspection, to really go deep, to really explore, to really polish my craft, to really polish my skill. And by the time I come back out, I will be like a Peter was. So I hope that is some sort of inspiration for you as we enter the second half of 2020.